Following the assault by the United States and Israel over 2 weeks ago, Iran has consistently targeted Israel, U.S. military installations, and the energy infrastructure of its Gulf Arab neighbors using both drones and missiles. Shipping traffic in the Strait of Hormuz has effectively come to a halt, a critical passage that facilitates the transport of a fifth of the world's oil. This disruption has heightened concerns about a potential global energy crisis and has intensified pressure on Washington, as consumers are already experiencing rising costs at the gas station. Near Dubai International Airport, renowned as the busiest hub for international passenger traffic, a drone collided with a fuel tank, igniting a significant fire. Firefighters swiftly managed to control the flames, and fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, in response to the incident, the airport halted all flights briefly before they were able to resume operations a few hours later. Subsequently, the Abu Dhabi media office reported that a missile from Iran struck a vehicle in the capital, resulting in the death of an individual. In addition, a drone assault ignited a blaze at an oil facility in Fujairah, one of the 7 emirates that make up the UAE. Since the onset of the war, Iran has launched hundreds of missiles and drones targeting Gulf nations that house U.S. military installations. According to officials in the UAE, the majority of these projectiles have been successfully intercepted by their air defense systems, though some debris and a few drones have landed within the nation's borders. Recently, Iranian representatives have charged the UAE with permitting its land to be utilized for assaults against Iran. In response, Emirati officials have dismissed these claims as misleading, asserting that their country's military actions are purely defensive in nature. In the meantime, Saudi Arabia announced that it successfully intercepted a surge of 35 Iranian drones targeting its eastern region, which is the site of significant oil facilities. According to Israel's military, Iran has been launching cluster bombs capable of bypassing certain air defense systems, dispersing submunitions across various sites. As the United States and Israel keep up attacks on Iran, the spotlight is on the F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet, the backbone of U.S. naval aviation strike warfare. Here's all you need to know. The Super Hornet is the U.S. Navy's frontline carrier-based strike fighter. 2 Super Hornet versions, the single-seat E model and the 2-seat F model, are in production today and in service with the U.S. Navy. Both are true multi-role aircraft, able to perform virtually every mission in the tactical spectrum, including air superiority, day-night strike with precision-guided weapons, fighter escort, close air support, suppression of enemy air defenses, maritime strike, reconnaissance, forward air control, and tanker missions. The F-18 Super Hornet is an attack aircraft, as well as a fighter, through the selected use of external equipment and advanced networking capabilities to accomplish specific missions. This force multiplier capability gives the operational commander more flexibility in employing tactical aircraft in a rapidly changing battle scenario. In its fighter mode, it serves as escort and fleet air defense. In its attack mode, it provides force projection, interdiction, and close and deep air support. Many years ago, Iran stood as a key ally of the United States in the Middle East, particularly during the reign of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The Shah invested in American military armaments and permitted CIA operatives to establish clandestine listening stations aimed at surveilling the Soviet Union next door. In 1953, the CIA orchestrated a coup that solidified the Shah's grip on power. However, in January 1979, the Shah, who was gravely ill with cancer, departed Iran amidst a surge of widespread protests challenging his authority. Subsequently, the Islamic Revolution, spearheaded by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, established a theocratic regime in Iran. Later in that same year, a group of university students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, demanding the extradition of the Shah, an action that ignited a hostage crisis and resulted in the breakdown of diplomatic ties between Iran and the United States. In the 1980s, amid the turmoil of the Iran-Iraq War, the United States provided support to Saddam Hussein. As the conflict unfolded, the U.S. executed a brief yet impactful military operation that severely weakened Iran's maritime capabilities, a phase of the war often referred to as the Tanker War. Subsequently, the U.S. military mistakenly shot down an Iranian civilian airliner, claiming it was confused for a military aircraft. Since then, Iran and the United States have oscillated between hostility and reluctant diplomatic engagement, with their relationship reaching its zenith during the 2015 nuclear agreement. This landmark deal required Iran to significantly curtail its nuclear ambitions in return for the alleviation of economic sanctions. However, in 2018, Trump made the decision to withdraw the U.S. from the agreement unilaterally, which ignited rising tensions in the Middle East, a situation that escalated further following Hamas's attack on Israel on October 7, 2023.